How are you tonight? All right, so team call for this week. We actually have just a couple of things that we're going to go over tonight. We were kind of hoping to get a couple of guest pastors on here because we were going to do kind of along the theme of, guest past night and kind of show them how Powerhouse works, what we actually kind of do in Powerhouse. We can still do that. That way we have a replay for them. But one of the other things that we actually wanted to do, and we'll start out doing this particular topic, that way if we do have any guest pastors that come on later, they won't miss anything. We wanted to talk to everyone who did over 500 in sales this month. So we have two ladies on the call, Miss Jamie and Miss Gretchen. So which one of you ladies would like to go first tonight and share your tips and tricks on how you got to the 500 before the 15th? Let's go with Gretchen. You made eye contact.
I'm honestly trying to remember what happened at the beginning of the month. I don't remember. I think that I had a bunch of on hand from the end of the month that I needed to restock, and so I think I did one big a restocking, and then I just contacted some people. I remember I went back through. I did a vendor show last month, and I just went back through some of my contacts and talked to some of the people that stopped by the booth but didn't buy anything, and I still got their info, and just kind of talked, and I sold some stuff through that. And I think it's just about customer contacts, just kind of keep up with them.
Awesome. So follow-ups, absolutely. Follow-ups and on-hands. That's a perfect thing. Absolutely. Jamie, how about you?
My main one was actually getting ready for booths. We had, what did we have, 2 at the beginning of the month? Crystal and I do them together, and I normally have at least 10 on hand, at least I try to, just depending on what's going on. But having those on hand for the booths, we normally sell at least half of them at the booths, just depending on how successful they are. But that is basically what my sales were, and then I had some random sales from people on the internet. I don't know where they got my information or anything, because some of them are like in Maryland and just random things like that, but it could be Instagram or Facebook, I don't know. But that would be the main thing, is getting ready for booths.
So with Instagram and Facebook, do you post every day? Do you post every other day?
With Facebook, I normally try and post at least every other day. If I do too many times, I see that people don't see them as much. Instagram, it's random. I maybe post once a day. Sometimes I post 3 times a day. It's a lot different with Instagram versus Facebook.
What kind of posts do you put up?
I do anything from just motivational posts on my business page, just something simple as that, to product tutorials from corporate or anything like that. Even just pictures of the mascara, just simple. Nothing really intense.
I'm going to pick on you a little bit, and you all saw the picture that I posted with Amy, and she totally took me off guard with that as well. We were having dinner, and we were actually getting up, and boom, there's the card. I was like, what the heck? So, but she shared something else with me that I didn't share with you ladies. Jamie, you know what I'm talking about with the casinos.
Yes. We actually went, as a whole family, we went to Deadwood, which is the big casino around the Black Hills. We went to Silverado in Deadwood, and I actually left a couple cards on our table when we got done with our buffet, and then we went upstairs to the slot machines, and I left a few like in between the slot machines, just random, just to places where people would be sitting down, they would see it out of the corner of their eye, just simple like that.
Awesome. I thought that was an awesome tip. I'll be honest. I was like, oh, I should have thought of that, but she did. So. Those are our 2 that did over 500 before the 15th. Do either one of you ladies have any tips, or that you guys have kind of done that you've seen a lot of success from recently? Either Sheree or Brandy? No? Okay. That's fine. How about you, Holly? What is your big tips?
I was gonna say I know Brandy's like huge with on hand. She sells on hand like a maniac. That girl.
She was going to see if she could move the spot because her husband was watching TV or something.
What?
Oh, Brandy?
Yeah, Brandy. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then as far as my tips go, well, you all know my tips. I like to party. So I just party.
There's Brandy. Brandy, what are your tips for selling your on hands? Since you sell it on hands like a maniac.
I'm sorry, for what?
Holly says you sell on hands like a maniac. So what are your tips for selling on hands like a maniac?
I don't know. I happen to work in a hair salon. I'm a hairdresser. So I talk to my clients about it, and I usually have on-hand mascara. And then I've just placed orders, and like bulk orders, and then posted about the stuff I have on hand in my group or like local group page.
So a local group page, what do you mean by a local group page? Because
Like a group that I have of my customers that are local to me.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that since that way there was no confusion with the buy and sell groups.
Yeah, I realized that as I said it. I was like, oh, wait.
Awesome.
You know, the other great tip for on hand is the one eye. Seriously, I went to my dentist, had a cleaning, and sold a mascara. 'Cause I
That's
had one eye.
awesome.
I mean, it's just one of the, it gets conversation moving.
Awesome. Sheree, I see you popped up. Do you have any big tips that you've had for the month?
And not really. I just kind of started my on hand, and I just kind of post about it more, and I've noticed a lot of the other Army wives around the area, they've been like, hey, what is this stuff? And I actually sold like 3 of them on hand just within the last week. So I've been like, okay, great, and I've just been passing around my cards, and I have a new neighbor that just moved in, and one of her friends owns a salon around the area, so I gave her a bunch of my stuff, and she's like, great, I'll take them. I like to support businesses like this. So she took them, and she said she put them in her salon. So I'm getting random calls here and there just saying, hey, I'm interested. And, I'll give them my website, and they're like, great, awesome. So I don't know. I haven't really gone too far, but I'm pretty enthusiastic about the next week or so.
On hands I always say on hands are gold, which I think is a great tip for some of the new girls coming in. On hands really are gold. They definitely help build your business. I always like to say I built my business on 4 mascaras. So they definitely are gold. So if we don't have any other tips, we'll go ahead and do just a quick run through of the new presenters group and the powerhouse. We'll go ahead and start with the new presenters group, since when new presenters do join, which is going to be our guest passers when they join. So we'll go ahead and go through that. If you ladies have any questions at any point in time, because I know we didn't do a specific run through in the new presenters group when it first came out, go ahead and stop me and go ahead and ask any questions when you have them. I'm going to go ahead and screen share here a second. If it does get a little choppy, it's because my computer does not like to run both of them at the same time. I am working on that. So I'll bring the new presenters group up on here. You guys can see that okay, right?
You're frozen to me, but
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, it's a little small, but I can see it.
Okay.
I don't see it. Oh, wait. That's okay, though. I'm good.
If you guys haven't been added to the new presenters group yet, definitely get with your upline, get in there, so that way you can also take a look at it, so that way you know what you're going to be training your new girls on. Holly has done this very, very simply. It's just 9 posts that are in here. Actually, I think we have 10 now with the website for the online party training. But it's very simple. One of the things that I did want to go over, and I'm not going to really go over post by post by post, because that's something I want you guys to kind of go in and look at yourselves. However, one of the things that was brought up just last night in the new presenters group is that we want to start encouraging our girls to do each post, and then also post about it when they finish a post. So as an example, just on post 2 here, I have a very brand new girl named Morgan, and we just got her launch party going. So I posted on there, okay, your launch party is going, now let's work on this one. And it tags her in that specific one, so then she can go in and look at it and start implementing it. Last night we had a new presenters training call, and it actually covered one of these posts, like just about word for word. Let me find which post it was here. Understanding the comp plan. So I have 2 new girls. I posted on there. You can check this post off, so they know that they don't have to go back and read this post because they've already done it somewhere else. So that's going to be actually really key to the new presenters group, is helping guide your new presenters to where they need to go. If you have a launch party that you're doing for them, tag them in the launch party one. If they've done the new presenters training, tell them that they've marked that off. If they need help with customer service, tag them in that post. Just various different things like that. And the other key thing about the new presenters group as well is that we do a training in it every Wednesday. Now, I will tell you, it is the same training. Not every week. We have a 3-week, for lack of a better term, like plan that we go through. Once they finish that 3-week session, they're done. They don't have to continue in the new presenters group if they don't want to. They can then be, for lack of a better term, graduated up to the powerhouse group and added into the powerhouse if they're comfortable with that. But it's just as an FYI, there is a new presenters training every Wednesday, and every 3rd week it's actually going to be the same training every 3rd week. So if you happen to miss, as an example, the one on the comp plan, or your new presenter happens to miss the one on the training on the comp plan, don't worry, give it 2 weeks, and it'll come right back up again. It just may be a different person who's running it. So does anybody have any questions on the new presenters group before I go over to the powerhouse?
Hey, really quick, can you hear me all right, Crystal?
Yep.
Okay, so one thing that came up yesterday with a couple of girls I was talking to after about the new presenters group is some of them are waiting until their new presenter turns yellow. And I just want to let you guys know you don't have to wait until they turn yellow. Some girls need to be in there sooner. So you let them know that as soon as they're done with the tasks, they can be moved in there. We've had girls be done with the tasks within a week and move into the powerhouse. Because the powerhouse is super exciting, and that's where they're going to get to know, the team members and, all of that. This is just to get them off to a good start, so they don't feel like they're, being put into a big group that's nonstop going and moving, and they don't know the basics. So don't feel like you have to wait until they're yellow to move them in. It's just once they're done with their training. So keeping up with them is huge, so that you know where they are, so you can help them, move along as quickly as they want. And some people just want to just stay in the new presenters training group forever, and that's okay. That's okay too.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, my rule of thumb is actually the 3 weeks, I'll be honest, because I'd like to get my new presenters in and out in 3 weeks, because I feel once they've hit that 3 weeks, they've kind of learned all the basics by then. But yeah, it's definitely on the presenter themselves. I had another girl who, she was in for 2 days, and she had read everything in the new presenters training group, and she's like, all right, what's next? What else is there? So I put her into the powerhouse after 3 days. So just, that's kind of the key is, it's all about building those relationships. Those relationships don't stop after they hit the join button, put it that way. So, all right, so powerhouse. Give it a little bit of time to load up.
Hey, Crystal, are you going over to the... I was going to say sometimes I think that the new presenters don't know that there's files in the new presenters group. So when you're
yes. Wait a second, I
when
can
you get
actually
a minute, yeah, maybe pull
do
those
that.
up so they can see what everything is that's in there.
You probably my computer's probably just gonna have a meltdown now.
Well, it's the same concept in Powerhouse, so you can just say, you know, there's a files here and a files there.
It's loading. And Jamie, I can't see you, but I know you're shaking your head right now. I'm just saying.
We're gonna fix that soon.
Jamie's gonna drill holes in my walls.
Just to run cable. That's all.
All right. Well, we have time off. Did anybody walk around looking like this all the time? Or
What's
is it
that,
just- Does anybody else walk around looking like this all the time? Do you see my hand?
We do that for booths, yeah.
Well, I had a show last night, and I love the staying power of this because, like, seriously, it's 24 hours later. I love this stuff.
It's slowly loading. So yeah, in the new presenters group, we have, you know, obviously the photos. We don't have any albums in here, but I think we should. We'll talk about that. I've been thinking about putting some photos in there because I've had a lot of new girls recently ask for starter photos. So that might be a good new file to put in there. What do you think, Holly? All right, so here's what Holly was talking about. We do have files in here in the new presenters group for specifically new presenters. We've got every single new presenters video that we do, we file away right after we do it. So if you happen to like a video, that obviously it's going to be the same training every week. However, we do a Q&A after every single training, and if there was maybe a question that you that was answered on there, or maybe an answer that you liked on that specific training, it is in the records in here. You just click Files and then click, you know, whatever it is, the new presenters training videos in this aspect, and we have them even numbered, labeled, dated, everything like that. So I'll go back here real quick. But minus that, we have just a lot of basic stuff in here that the new presenters are actually going to need to start off, minus the pictures, which I've been thinking about putting in. We've got, this is actually for where it says tips. This is a tip sheet. When I give out a mascara, or I don't give out mascaras very often, but when I sell a mascara, I actually always have a tip sheet in there. There is obviously one inside the mascara, but I think there's a lot of other tips that aren't put on there that I've had customers say, oh, I'm glad you put that in there. So there's a tip sheet in there. There's gift certificates. We always keep the kudos in there, which looks like we have not updated that yet, so I will go ahead and get on that real quick and update that. The kudos are in there, the contact cards, order forms, and we'll keep these up to date. It looks like the kudos just happened to slip through my fingers on that one. But yeah, it's all in there. Shipping rates, a returns policy, and then the presenter's agreement. That's something else. Obviously, the presenter's agreement is really, really long. I actually encourage my new presenters to, at some point in time, read it in sections, because there are some things that maybe I haven't caught, some things that sometimes changed, or sometimes, like with Brandy, she's a salon as an example. You know, we've got specific things in there on a salon. Just various things and I know they encourage that with corporate as well, as for us to read our presenter's agreement. So that's just kind of that one. Unless you have anything else, Holly, I think we're good to go on that.
I'm good. We're just loud in the house right now, so I'm staying muted.
Raven's going to run the meeting tonight. You probably do a pretty good job. All right, so for Powerhouse, before I kind of go into everything, how is everybody liking Powerhouse? Yay? Nay?
Yay.
I can't see your faces, so you have to unmute and talk.
Yes, I like it.
Yay, good. Is there
I
anything
love it. Sorry.
specifically that you guys would like me to go over in Powerhouse before I just kind of jump in here and give you guys all information that you don't already have? All right, I'm going to take that as a no. So the main thing with Powerhouse, as you guys have seen with Powerhouse, we run it like we've ran every other group that we've ever done. We post like we normally post. We obviously had our big, guest pass, our Powerhouse open house. I was labeling it as PHOH today, but we had that today. There's various things that we'd like to do more of those things. We'd like to do the open house as a once a month, probably possibly twice a month thing. We're just going to kind of play that one by ear at the moment. But one of the things that I really wanted to point out in the Powerhouse that makes the Powerhouse different from a lot of other training groups that you're in or possibly may join is our filing system. We go in and we file every single night. There's always, I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's always one elite leader on, lack of a better term, on call during the day. So she's the one that basically kind of makes sure that she catches any corporate updates or, as an example, runs the Powerhouse open house today or, whatever it is that is supposed to be done that day. She's the one that runs it and watches for us. Like on Mondays, we always have a Movie Monday. So you'll see me do a Movie Monday or Holly do a Movie Monday depending on who's running the Powerhouse for that day. We try to do that because we try to fit it into each one of our schedules. We don't want this to be something that is and not that you ladies are time drained by any means necessary, obviously, but everybody needs time to go out and sell and not be online nonstop. So it gives us a little bit of time to have the freedom for our families too, along with that. So we go in every night, who's ever on call, and we go in and file everything away. One of the things that you'll also see us do, and Holly's actually, it's perfect. She's got it right here. So you'll see she's got her little description of what it is. It's the Lash class. But what I want you to actually focus on is actually underneath all of the words and even the YouTube link, she has parentheses where it says on hand and product education. So what you can actually do, and I don't know if you ladies know this or not, this is only on the computer, just kind of as a heads up, you can't do this on your phone. There's this little option up here in the corner, right up here, that says search this group. So if you type in on hand, and you hit search, give it 1 second here. This is actually going to go through and search every post that has been posted in Powerhouse. So it doesn't search any other groups, it only searches Powerhouse. And the reason we put those keywords on there is because it's then going to go through every single post and find the words on hand in that post. So this is obviously a post from today, so I don't have this one labeled yet. But there it is, on hand. So you see it's highlighted right there in the parentheses. Another one, this is another one that it was a tip from Kara Cloyd way back, actually a couple weeks ago, and it's labeled on hand. There's Kimberly's asking a question about on hand. It even catches them in the comments, actually. But anything that has to do with on hand that you want to know, so let's say, as an example, here's a Movie Monday with Holly, and she's talking about on hand for that in that Movie Monday, and you go, oh, Holly made this really awesome video about on hand. Where was that? So instead of scrolling through the entire group, you can just go up into the search function and just type in on hand. One of the other things, and I like to call it like cross-referencing, is we also file things. So if you go up to the files, just like in the new presenters group, give my computer a little bit of time. Come on, computer, you can do it. We have files in here as well. So as you can see right in there, on-hand selling. So you click on-hand selling, and it's going to come up with videos about on-hand selling or the Facebook posts about on-hand selling, or anything that's been labeled as on-hand selling is going to be in there. So that's really nice. Just take Movie Mondays as an example. Come on, computer. We have a file even for Movie Mondays, where every Movie Monday we will actually go in and put the video that we've done for Movie Monday. Well, actually, I must be really far down there right now, but we'll just pick this one because my computer doesn't want to work very fast on me. So as an example, Powerhouse Training webinars. This would be a Powerhouse Training webinar that we're on right now. So after we're done with this training, we'll grab the YouTube link, we will throw it in here, and that's where you'll be able to find it again, just for future reference for you guys. We're trying to make Powerhouse so that things don't go into a black hole and they never get seen again. Because I don't know how many times I've seen in groups where, does somebody have that video, and I'm pretty sure Holly did it, or I'm pretty sure that Katie did it, and they were talking about this, and then we're trying to play detective on which video it was, and then not only do you have to play detective on which video it was, but then you have to play detective on where the video is or where the post is. So this is just trying to make it a little bit easier for ladies to find it yourself, so we don't have to play detective so much. I feel like we're playing a game of Clue or something. Do you ladies have any questions? Do you have anything that you'd like to add, or anything that you like or dislike? Any ideas to maybe add to make anything easier in the Powerhouse?
I do have one thing, Crystal. If you do have the Facebook Groups app on your phone, not just the Facebook app, you can search with that as well. It is in the top right corner when you're in a group. You can do a search.
I actually have the app, but I don't think I have ever done that. So let me pull it up here real quick, and we'll see if we can get it on camera here. That way you guys can see it. Stop. All right, so let's hit Powerhouse. Aha! All right, so can you ladies see that at all? Or is it all flashy? It's all flashy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seeing it?
I've just been getting a black screen, so.
Up here in the top, you should be able to at least see that. Up here in the top.
Turn down the brightness on your screen, maybe that will help.
Oh, you're making me get technical. Normally only Jamie does that.
Yeah. You want me to do it?
No, I got you.
Do you have a remote? I'm surprised you don't have a remote to like her phone and her electronics.
I have it into our computer.
Can you see that better? You see that better?
A little bit.
Okay, so
No.
up here in the corner, right up here in the corner, is a little like search thing. If you tap on it.
Called a magnifying glass?
Yeah, little magnifying glass. Tap on it, it brings up a search thing. You just type in.
One thing with a name on it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not appreciating you two right now. Yeah, and Jamie is absolutely right. And it's called, that app, if you guys want to write it down, just as a heads up, the app is officially called Facebook Groups, is the name of the app. You can. I have iPhones, so I know it is in the iStore.
Yeah, it's for Android too.
Yeah.
The App Store.
It's all of your groups that are on there. I don't have Android. So I don't know if I'm liking this. I don't know if I want to have you two sitting next to each other at convention. I'm just saying.
Come on.
Oh, where'd she go? Holly left us.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you pick on me. I boot you out. All right, so do you ladies have
Actually, that was me. That wasn't Holly. That was me. Sorry, Crystal.
All right, so do you ladies have any other questions? I mean, it's not a very long meeting tonight, but we just kind of wanted to, since we were having the guest pass tonight, we wanted to.
Yeah, quick question. Is this the right one? Is this the right app?
Yes.
Yep. Hey, yours comes out better on screen than mine.
I don't know. Maybe my lighting's just better.
She's in a darker room. That's why.
I can make this darker. Our training, you know what? Our team meetings are awesome, and I wish more people got on because our team meetings are definitely awesome. Best ones ever. Yes, we do. We kind of do.
We are.
We're gonna make this public right now. Congratulations to Gretchen. She got a guest passer to sign up tonight.
Yay!
So yay to Gretchen. Good job, hun. So we'll give you a shout out.
This was great. Her first 3 posts already are all about like the fiber lashes, and she's already had 1 person interested.
I saw that. She is gonna be absolutely amazing. I'm really excited. Good job, lady. We still don't worry if nobody joins after today. Don't worry. That's the other thing I kind of wanted to go over. Sometimes people need to have time to look at things. It's just as an example, Jamie. You want to tell them your experience as a guest passer?
Oh, well, I was in for like 3 weeks before I joined.
Now, what day did you join?
The very last day of the month, because it was the free shipping month. Yep.
And it was the very last day of the guest pass too. So, you just give them some time to look at it. That's the whole point. We are going to be filing away all of those posts for the open house. So you guys are going to be able to go back and re-reference them. The plan at the moment is to, I think, do another open house either Tuesday or Thursday. We haven't really decided for 100% sure if Tuesday or Thursday. Actually, what do you girls think? We are debating between Tuesday and Thursday. The reason that we were debating is because Tuesday would be enough time, like a weekend, maybe change the post up a little bit. But yet Thursday would be before the end of the month, kind of more towards the end. Maybe give us some more time to get some more guest passers in. Which, if we were to do another open house, which would you ladies prefer to see, Tuesday or Thursday?
I kind of like Thursdays because they're near the end of the week. And I usually have Thursdays completely open.
Perfect. Gretchen, what do you think?
It doesn't really matter to me much. I mean, I'm home during the day anyway, so it doesn't matter to me.
What did you ladies think about this morning and having, I mean, I know it was like a whirlwind this morning. In fact, it was a whirlwind for me to be posting all of that. Did you guys like all those posts already up there? Would you have rather seen them spread out throughout the day? Have you guys got any feedback from any of your guest passers?
I think I would have preferred it kind of more throughout the day just because I felt like there were just so many, and if I missed, for a while there, I felt like I kind of had to hurry and catch up. So I don't know. I kind of liked it throughout the day.
Okay. Gretchen, obviously you had a lady sign up today, but what did your other guest passers think?
Yeah, I haven't heard from one of my from my other guest passer, but she manages a store, and so she's gone a lot. So I assume that she'll probably get on tonight and take a look at things.
Okay. I don't know if you can still hear us or not, if you're able to talk. What were your feelings about the whole open house today? Might have.
Talking to me?
Oh, yeah, it's good here. That's so cute. What were your feelings about the guest pass today? Did you like the spring? Would you have rather seen it throughout the day more?
Probably more throughout the day, but any time is hard for me during the day because I manage the salon that I'm at as well, so I don't get to get on that much. But they're all labeled, and you can go back and find them anytime. So I don't know. It could go either way.
Well, and
but
that
usually
was the reasoning behind doing them all at once and labeling them is so that you guys could go back and look at them later.
Right.
Instead of feeling like you had to be on the entire day to catch them all. So I guess that's kind of what we were kind of wondering, which you guys liked better. Did you like having them on there right, boom, in one big chunk where you guys could go back and look at it later, or would you have rather?
Yeah, I guess one big chunk so you can go back and look at it later, because that's usually I'm usually playing catch up in the evening with anything. So.
Okay, awesome. Jamie,
yeah, I kind of can agree with that, because then we can go back and look. I just feel like if I kind of feel like I have to be there when people post it, and that might just be me. But I do like the fact that I can definitely go back as long as they're labeled, and you guys do fabulous with that. So I think we're good.
Awesome. Do you have any opinions about today, Jamie?
I didn't get to get on that often today because work was kind of crazy. But when I did get on, it was pretty simple to figure out what was where, so it was pretty easy to find where I left off and to catch up.
Awesome. Perfect. Did you like the big chunk in the beginning too, where you could kind of catch up, or would you prefer it all in one, like throughout the day?
I think it would be easier for like the guest passers if it was spread out a little more, just so they're not overwhelmed with all these notifications right away in the morning. But either way, it's easy to look it all back, look up again, see where you were.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's about all I have for tonight, ladies. So I will let you ladies go and have a good rest of your night. Chat with your guest passers, see if they liked it, and tomorrow will be normal in Powerhouse. We will go back to absolutely normally to your normal scheduled program. All right, ladies, have a good night.
All right.
See you later.